The shooting starting 5, okay, starter number 2 is going to be the hand placement. We already talked about the feet. The feet are underneath our hips, okay? We line up our shooting line, our target line, okay, and our shoulders are even. Now, what do we do with our hands, okay? I like to describe the shot like a 3-layer or a 3-level hotel. We've all stayed at a hotel. We love going up and down the elevator. We go from level 1 to level 2 to level 3. It's always a bummer when people hit the button and you have to stop at level 2, let people on, stop at level 3, let people on. It's just like you just want to go seamlessly on that elevator from floor 1 to floor 3, right? So that's how I describe the shot. We're going to start here at level 1. Now, what are we going to talk about here at level 1? First thing is going to be hand placement, okay? Hand placement, I have this cool shooting basketball where it has these 3 lines where it's going to line up my pointer, middle, and ring finger right there in the center of the basketball. If you don't have this, I've always used that air hole, you know, in the middle of a basketball. You could line that up, and I always like to line up my middle finger. It's up to the individual whether you're a middle finger or a pointer finger shooter, or if you split between the two. I think any of those are going to work just fine, okay? Now, so that's the first thing, is hand placement, hand on top of the ball, okay? And you can see my whole hand is on top of the ball. Now, what do I do with my offhand? Okay, you can see I have these lines on the other side of the ball as well too. My fingers, okay, should wrap and just barely touch that first line right there, which puts my palm somewhere over here on the side of the ball, but my fingers slightly wrap around the front. Now, what does that do? Your fingers slightly wrapping around the front is giving you a nice, comfortable grip on the basketball. If you bring your hand too far to the side and your hands are too close together, okay, this is not an athletic way to hold the basketball, and this will get ripped out, poked out. It's just not strong, okay? So this is going to give you a stronger grip on the basketball to do many things other than just shoot, okay? So you're gonna wrap those fingers just around, hand is on top of the ball, and you are going to start, okay, around your belly button, okay? So your hands are set. There you are, hands are set, okay? Now, the next thing is, what do we do with our legs, okay? Our legs, I want you to pretend if I were to turn sideways here, you are just initiating like you are going to sit back into a chair, okay? So the hips go back, okay? One mistake that I see with this a lot is players will go forward with their knees, okay? You want to make sure hips go back, and you do not need to get down into a squat, okay? That is not how you get power with your shot. We'll cover that later in the rhythm category, okay? But you're right here, okay? Hands are placed, hips go slightly back, okay? And we are there. Now, the last thing that we need to talk about at floor number 1 in our hotel, okay, is relax, okay? There's so much tension for a lot of players that they try to force this elbow over here and get the ball on the side of their body, okay? I want you to focus on, and also they try to force that hand behind the ball too soon down here, okay? That's going to put so much unneeded, unwanted pressure on your body, and we want this to be a very seamless, very smooth shot for yourself, effortless, okay? So in order to do that, okay, hands are placed on the ball, I bend my knees slightly, and I just relax. Now you can see that my fingers are actually pointed at an angle, okay? I'm not pointing them straight at you, okay? That's going to make me feel very tense, uncomfortable, okay? So we're just right here. This is level number 1 on our hotel, okay? So that is actually the second layer in the shooting starting 5. That is number 2 right there. Moving on to number 3 next.